1982, the last time a player with a minus rating won the Selke. Is there a better candidate for that people should target despite Barkov being such a heavy favorite?
I think the problem is, George, and you and I have talked about this award before. The problem is that this seems to be the type of award that just people cling on to and they keep it for 3 or 4 years. That's
Yeah.
clearly the problem. And I think also one of the things with this award is you have to be, if you go to the Stanley Cup odds, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, George, I could be off, but I feel like a lot of the times that a team that has a player that's consistently being nominated for this award is probably a top 5 cup favorite. I mean, you're not going to catch a player that's third from the bottom on his team because, like you said, but then here's the question mark: that plus minus, right? You look at so many players at the top of the league that have like a pretty good, like look at some of these players on the LA Kings. Look at some players on the Vegas Golden Knights. I mean, hell, you could even talk about some players on your Toronto Maple Leafs that have been good in their own end and 200-foot players. I know this is an award that you feel strongly about and something that you think. Do you think it's more so like somebody else deserves the award, or it's more like Barkov doesn't deserve it this year, but he's going to get it anyway?
Yeah, I just don't think Barkov deserves it this year. I mean, there's usually a couple things that people look for in the Selke. Should be a plus player.
Yeah.
Means you're on the ice for more goals than you're on the ice for giving up. And you usually got to be a short penalty killer, a good shorthanded player, and play on a team that has a good penalty kill. I would be looking one to Barkov's teammate, even though he's a winger and plays on his line, and Sam Reinhart, who's tied for the league in shorthanded goals, who's a plus player despite playing on Barkov's line. I know he's a winger, so he has a bit less responsibility, but I'd be looking at somebody like that. Or how about Anthony Cirelli? He's having a career offensive year, huge plus player, great penalty killer, solidly, totally all the time goes against other teams' top lines. So I really I don't understand how Barkov will win the Selke this year. Barkov's a great player. He's a big guy. He's tough to play against. He is a good defensive player, but I don't think you should be winning the Selke if you're a minus player. And that's usually been the way it's gone in years past. So I really don't understand why he's such a huge favorite here.